Today is June 22nd, 2025. I went on Google after I got home. I went to work today, and after work, I went to Walmart 62. Of course, there's one of those idiots for Bill from the Freemasons screaming crap about the shower scene in the other room. And the person's telling them that they already admitted they photoshopped it and this is a scam. Oh, and her family didn't know about it. Oh, they're just saying that, or they didn't understand, and Melissa's attorney's going to take care of her. She ain't going to do shit. I came home. Googled, is it legal for an attorney to set up bot and camera cyber stalking on your home? The answer is no. It is very illegal. Not only do they lose their license, they go in front of the disciplinary board for the Bar Association, but then they are held to criminal charges. I Googled, is it legal for an attorney to have you drugged for fake confessions? The answer is no. These are severe criminal acts, and they get held for that and charged. Is it legal for an attorney to break constitutional rights? The answer is no. They go to jail and are arrested. So if you would like to stop framing the chief of police of Portage County, saying he gives you special permission because you're an attorney to break in people's homes, set up bot and camera cyber stalking him, he does not break federal laws. Photoshop washing scenes, they've already confessed several times over the years. Break in and drug somebody where you said you had sodium pentothal reports to drug me and tell me to say it before. Take a drink out of a 2-liter Diet Coke or wake up with injection marks, throwing up, heart racing, severely infected, giant bruises all over me, headache, almost passing out, going to the doctor as if the dirty well water I'm showering in, and no memory of what happened. They're date rape, amnesia drugs. They like to lace people's drinks. They don't even know they're in their home. They're predators. Lace them, then drug them up and tell them to say something stupid and beat and rape them. Stab them with cocktail drugs and the same thing. And human traffic people out of their homes under drugs. Severe, vile criminals. And then turn around and act like they can steal. And because an attorney did it, makes it legal and no one can help. An attorney has no right to be a gangster and act like a human trafficker. They do not have rights to hurt you. They are held accountable for their crimes, and everything they're doing is illegal. They have no authority, and nothing is admissible because of the right to privacy, the right to remain quiet, and constitutional rights. And one of the rights, 14th Amendment, you cannot just steal somebody's money or assets, and you cannot withhold protection. 4th Amendment, only police and agencies can be in a home under a threat of life with statements with a court order without a conflict of interest, not some gangster breaking in, stalking people, selling kiddie porn. I've heard of my grandkids going potty, selling me on porn sites, photoshopping me washing in the shower. I heard of that one too in another room in their own perverted tapes. And then having people break in and lace drinks or stab me with date rape drugs and tell me to say something stupid in their little fraud scheme. Bill from the Freemasons big scam, May 25th, 25 in Hollister's. Summit Mall, big laugh. Ran the biggest scam here. Had some guy go in and drug her up and tell her to say that. Can you imagine drugging somebody up and tell them to say something like that? They had another guy take a video of her in the shower, washing herself, then Photoshop that in the other room. Ran a contest off of it who could steal her money. Scammed everybody into helping out. May 26, 25, Walmart 62. Cartel comes into cartels. Tired of Bill from the Freemason and his scam. Heard they were making fun of all this at Summit Mall. Who does he think he is? And a scam of a doctor from before. It's not one of hers and works for them. The cartel's tired of him. And who does he think that cartel think they are? Thinking they should have Bill threaten Michelle? Do they want more? Okay. Oh, people were walking around where Melissa, my ex-daughter-in-law, she is an electrical engineer designer. Okay? She does an electrical design engineer. She sets up the designs for the electrical wiring and the inspection. They make $95,000 to $145,000. And because of her and Dave planning this out, where I didn't die for his girlfriend 4 different attacks, hired this gangster P. And this Bill from the Freemason run a drug scam on me. Was in John's divorce, and she wants the kids, she wants everything. Dave wants everything to scare me out of everything. So I'm running for my life. So when they set up John, he won't have anybody help him. They said back in 18 everything was for John and Melissa to get everything. It's like, are they dating? That'd be sick. It was for them to get everything. It was a scam. Scare me out of everything. Almost kill me. If I died, I died. If I lived, I lived. But to make sure I got nothing. And when I got out to make sure I had minimal jobs, harass me, try to keep me down to nothing. So when she pulls a cheap stunt on John, he'd lose his kids and he couldn't get custody back. Waited till their divorce is over. She has no right in his home. She went in his house uninvited. After she dropped off the kids, he got them all settled, went to the bathroom. He comes out of the bathroom. She's hiding in his house. Screams, lunges at him out of reaction. She shoves him. He shoves her. Somebody's coming screaming at you. It's a reaction. She left him and said, now I got you. Had him arrested, domestic violence. Had to get an attorney, had to bail out, had to pay fines. Lost his kids for almost a year. In 19 or 20, he called me and said, Mom, I need a reliable person for the court records to pick up the kids to get partial custody. I said, John, I work 2 jobs. I barely make it now. He said, Mom, if you don't pick them up, I'll lose total custody of my kids. I haven't even had them for a year because of what she did. Please help me. I need somebody's name that is reliable for the court records to pick them up. And I said, John, I work 2 jobs. If I quit one, I won't be able to afford my apartment and barely make it now. He said, but Mom, I'll lose my kids. And I said, I'm sorry, John, but I don't make enough to quit one of my jobs to help you. See, that's what they wanted. Me to be running for my life, make sure I had nothing. Scare me out of everything. Dave gets everything. And keep me completely harassed. I can barely, they come in my works and harass me and everything. So I'm down to the bare minimum. Have all these injuries where she had the cartel guys drug me, rape me, torture me, crush my skull in, beat me, drug me till I lost 70 pounds, induced vomiting till my stomach shifted up underneath my ribs. And that idiot I was married to, chicken wing my arm, knocked me in wood railing, damaged my rib cage. My intestines are damaged between Dave beating me in the stomach and those drug dealers. They almost ruptured my intestines. I have large pouching, and the doctor said it's only from being hit in the stomach several hard times. Like Dr. Gagne said, you have injuries you could never do to yourself. Okay? Leave my body broken and harmed and have to deal with the pain of these internal lifelong injuries. Trying to barely make it. Then she pulls that stunt, and I can't afford to quit one of my jobs to help him. He ended up losing custody of his kids completely because of her mean stunt. He eventually moved to Florida, been there for years. Married to a beautiful woman. He looks very happy in the pictures. Melissa is a heavy-set girl. She's probably about 75 pounds heavier than me. She's huge. And she is an electrical design engineer. She has a college degree. Makes $95,000 to $145,000 a year. And with getting child support for each child, she gets at least $1,200 a month per child. Think about it. She makes a good $36,000 to $40-something thousand on top of her pay for those kids. She's getting what, $180,000 a year at least. She's not poor. And trying to have people scare me out of everything in life, and she can come down and steal. She can't steal anything. And her being part of the drug cartel and hiring those drug cartel guys to drug me for fake confessions, beat and rape me under drugs. She's a dangerous criminal. Sell kiddie porn in my grandkids' school and party. No attorney can do this. It's right on Google. You go to jail for that. You get held in criminal charges for admitting to your crimes. Had someone impersonate a doctor. Had that Pete impersonate retired Judge Pete, friends with Judge Timothy Ludick and Judge Stephen, letting them go along with crimes, and he's just some guy Dave hired on his own. Where Danny finally they framed Danny that he was supposed to report it, all this. He didn't know anything of it, will not have anything to do with this. Heard they had somebody impersonate John, and when they found out he'd been in Florida for years. How not funny this is. They had someone impersonate my mother. An investigator went up and asked Jerry what on earth was her mother supposed to do. Said Dave brought up some lady, said that she was her mother. Bad-mouthing me to those church people. My mother lived in Illinois for 15 years. Like they said, Dave's been having people impersonate people to get away with this. The Freemasons and the cartel impersonated the Portage County Sheriffs and FBI agents. Harming me. Faith Family Church seen the Florida drug cartel over 3,000 people in 19 and 20. 21, and Michelle was with them. The ones that said they are Judge Peters. They work for Judge Peters in Florida, and they work for him, and Michelle was with them. Over 3,000 people seen them. Tess Moore, and Keith Shapiro, they all seen them. Okay? Stark County Sheriffs that work Faith Family Church Security. They also help work Karen around the house. Karen's will, FBI informant case that Agent John opened. Melissa's church made fun of FBI Agent John. June 7th, 23. FBI Agent John fell for the stunt on Taser 4. Oh, come on now. That FBI agent fell for that. It was only a stunt. You're kidding. And publicly cackled. Then sold videos of them making fun of him for falling for this. Yet they are still down here trying to pull their scam. Thinking that they can steal money from the FBI for my new husband by drug confessions and photoshopping and washing. And Melissa's already mean games of pretend. She didn't make up the mean games of pretend until the FBI was there. They thought they fooled them and they left. They didn't go nowhere. She got caught friends with Auntie Shell, them telling the kids to lie, and then on Thanksgiving of 18, saying that they made everything up. They were games of pretend, and they wanted the house for Auntie Shell and Papa. Chuckling and laughing in the basement. John defended me. When I asked him what was going on, he didn't know. Melissa was just going to have him make up something because of the divorce, and that I was going to be moving out. And, but don't worry about it, Mom. Nobody can say anything bad about you. It's just because of the divorce and you're moving out. And she'll have her church people make up something too, but don't worry about it. Nobody can say anything bad about you. You shouldn't have said anything until it happened. He said, I did. And since I did, And it's only going to be made up, and nobody can say anything bad about you. Don't worry about it. Dave even defended me. Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids, you're good to everyone, no matter who it is. You never hurt anyone. I taped him, and the police and the FBI that worked my case taped him. Officer John stopped men at the door January 12th, 22. What those kids get taped stating? They made everything up. They're documenting me games of pretend. That's why nobody went to the hospital. There was no pictures of injuries. No police were called because they were sitting around laughing how they could scare me out of the house. FBI and police had a huddle in the front of Walmart where they having those kids make that shit up. Said, oh, they're just trying to scare her into giving up the house. That's it. We interviewed her whole family. They spoke highly of her. Like Flora said, October 23rd, 2019. Of course, it never happened. Of course, it wasn't true. We made it up. They were games up for them. Now, I am tired of people lying on Chief Bruce Lewinsky that he gives special permission for attorneys to break the law, set up button camera cyber stalking someone. Those are federal crimes, and you get accountable for your admission that you were the one doing it. You get federal charges for that. And that you were the ones, fake sodium pentothal reports, stabbing me with date rape drugs in my sleep or lacing drinks when I was out of the room, and I didn't even know you were in my home. You are nothing but a sexual predator preying on people. And having me drugged for fake confessions and being raped under drugs. And I never seen you, and I never talked to you. And that's sick and evil and demon-possessed stuff of hurting somebody like that. I have 3 weird memories: the sound of footsteps, a white man's arm with a white dress shirt, gray pinstripe, a syringe coming at me in the room going dark, and then feeling like my back's being ripped open to my chest. I can't see, I can't breathe, and every part of my body's in agony, screaming and wailing, and I thought they were nightmares. I thought the dirty well water that was orange, we had it tested, has high levels of iron in it, like rust. Here I thought it was so toxic, it was killing me just showering in it, giving me cancer, causing the bruises, muscle pain, throwing up, and severe personal infection. Here it's sexual predators preying on me, running a scam on me. You go to jail for those vile crimes. No attorney can do this. It's right on Google. You go to jail for doing it.